we would have family meetings every now and then. And our family meetings consisted of something like this. Okay, y'all, I've had it up to here with you. We're going to have a family meeting because God has got to get back in our family, and we need to have a family that shows God. You understand me? This is my God look. And so we're going to have a family meeting. And everybody in the kitchen, and so we'd sit down and we'd have our family meeting. And I always was right. And they always agreed with me, even quickly. It was safer. And so we had our family meeting, and I remember one time Nancy saying, and I'm like, what? Now this time she didn't say nothing. This time she said, I wish you could see and hear what we see and hear. And I'm thinking, what? She says, you're so mean. You're so cruel. I'm like, no, I'm not. She says, yeah, you are. I wish there was some way for you to see and hear what we see and hear. Now, we talked about it and discovered something that's so beneficial. It helps so much. I've offered it to other Christians. I can't get them to do it. It's like prayer. You can't get them to do it. It's so good. And so she said, how about if we tape record our meetings? And I said, yeah, that's a good idea. Because I'm thinking, then you're going to find out I'm not mad. And so she would say stuff to me in a given situation. Why are you mad? I'm not mad. Well, why do you sound mad? Well, I don't know, but I'm not mad. Well, you sound mad. I'm not mad. You keep on, you'll find out what mad is. And so I'm conducting myself in this fashion on a regular basis, and I'm really not even aware of it. And so I figured, this has got to change. So she came up with an idea. She says, how about if we tape record our family meetings? I'm like, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. So it isn't very much longer before we're going to have our family meeting. And so as we have our family meeting, it's like, I've had to hear with you guys. You guys need to straighten out. Let's have a family meeting. We need to get straightened out, and we're going to straighten out because I've had it up to here with what's going on in this family. Okay, everybody in the kitchen, we're going to have our meeting. Come on, let's get in the kitchen. All the kids are sitting in the kitchen table. Where's Mom? Women have these incredible memories. And she comes walking down the hall with this little black box. Sets it on the kitchen table and pushes 2 buttons. Well, now, kids, here's what we want to talk about. There's instant accountability. And I'm thinking, we get all done with this. And I'm thinking, this is marvelous. We could probably save this tape for the National Archives on proper parenting. And then I listened to it later. And I'm going, good grief. This was my best behavior. This was horrible. My best behavior was horrible. And this guy's mouth should have been shut down by the health department. And I'm thinking, good grief. That was my best behavior. But I heard, finally, what they heard. I heard the attitudes. I heard the disposition. I heard the words. And I thought, I never heard them before. This helped me hear it. The tape recorder helped me hear it. And so I'm thinking, this is a good idea. We had that tape recorder all the time on. It turned out good for a lot of other things. But like I said, this is so beneficial. I say to families, they're fighting, and I talk to them, and it's like, well, he said, no, I didn't, she did. Well, no, I didn't, he did. And it's back and forth like that, and you can't get anywhere. And I say, let's listen to what's really going on. Would you use a tape recorder? Tape recorder? Yeah, let's get a tape recorder. We can hear what actually happens. Wives say, oh, it won't do any good. He'll act like Mr. Perfect when you turn the tape recorder on. I say, well, doesn't that prove he can be perfect then? So why doesn't he do it all the time? Or she says, all you do is just hear me screaming. I said, no, I'll hear more than that. I'll hear, does he know how to care for his wife's spirit when she's screaming so she doesn't have to scream anymore? And so, well, we'll try it. And I think the tape recorder industry owes me some stock money. Because more tape recorders have gotten smashed. Wife turns it on, husband gets this mad, he picks it up and throws it on the floor, and then they got to get another one. And I'm thinking, you know what, they owe me some money on this. But at any rate, it's proven to be very good and to where I could hear me. Now see, when I hear me like that, all of a sudden, I'm aware of attitudes in me. And I can, okay, when that happened, what was I feeling at that time? And I start feeling what I was feeling. And then I start getting a handle on what was going on inside me that made me get angry.